Welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is a very funny guy you know as Mike from Mike and Molly. Please welcome Billy Gardell. Sir, I just found something out.
The Ed Sullivan Theater.
Is
Sorry,
it nice?
I'm a little thrown.
Very nice. No,
this is
don't
a very
be thrown
historic
at all.
place.
You know how to host one of these shows. I just found out you actually hosted Live with Kelly.
I did,
with Kelly Ripa. You were one of the co-hosts.
Oh, it was the greatest job in the world.
It's not hard.
No, you talk to a cool actor. Some chef comes in, you eat, you go home by noon. Gold.
Wow, but you have to get up early, right? That sounds.
I don't mind. I'm old and I got a kid. I'm up at 6 anyway. I'll come right down the street.
How many kids do you have?
Just the one. That's all I wanted was one. Yeah.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah, because this one came out, and he's got the personality of his mother, which is loving and empathetic. And I just figured the second one would be just chasing him with scissors. So I thought, we'll wait to keep that DNA, that Gardell DNA, in the pocket. You know what I mean?
Now, people, everybody here knows you from Mike and Molly.
Yeah,
but
you remember?
Now you're doing. Do you remember? Do you remember?
Well,
they're not goldfish. Of course they remember.
Yeah, but in today's world, you know.
You never know.
Gone.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm not on YouTube chasing a cat, you know.
Now you're doing Sun Records on
I am.
CMT.
I am.
Okay.
Very
Now, what is the story of Sun Records?
The story of Sun Records is about Sam Phillips' vision in Memphis, Tennessee, which was unbelievable. It's the reason we have rock and roll today. And in this place came 4 unknown musicians: Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, and then all the musicians in Memphis, which was B.B. King and Ike Turner and Jackie Branston. And all these musicians came to this place because Sam was a guy that took everything out of the box to make a new sound. And it was the first time during civil rights being fought for and high tensions that here was this man with this vision to go, I don't care what you look like, don't care what color you are, what can you bring to the table? Mm-hmm. And therefore you got the church and you got hillbilly music and you got the blues all mixing together to become rock and roll.
And you play Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Elvis's manager. You play Elvis's manager.
Yes, I do.
Colonel Tom Parker.
Yes.
And we actually have a photo here of this is Colonel Tom, Elvis, and Ed Sullivan in this theater.
Wow, how about that?
Right. There you go.
That's
Colonel
cool.
Tom right there.
That's very cool.
What kind of? That's a rakish angle that he's holding that. He's wearing that hat.
He's got his hand in Sullivan's pocket. That's why. So.
What kind of a guy was he?
He was a bad guy, man. He was a very bad guy, but a visionary. And what I found out about this guy was he was an illegal immigrant who came over here from Holland, invented the character Colonel Tom Parker.
He was from Holland?
Yeah, he was a Dutch immigrant, and his name was Andreas van Kalk. And this guy came over here with this character, and he was a con man, you know, he was just a con man. And I talked to 4 or 5 people that knew him in Memphis, and nobody could describe him the same way. So the way I started building him was, he was this guy that whatever the situation was to get the money. So I was thinking, well, how do I do that? How do I make it? So I gave him the scruples of Walter White, and then I tried to make him sound like Foghorn Leghorn. So, because the one thing the CEO of Graceland said to me, he goes, you got to play him with a twinkle in your eye, because he wouldn't have gotten away with all that stuff if he wasn't charismatic, and he was very much a huckster. So he got his hands on Eddie Arnold, and then eventually Elvis.
How did he, like, did he run any cons on Elvis?
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, he took a lot of side pay with Elvis, but he also he was the one guy, the other side of the sword was he took too much of Elvis's money, but he was a guy that saw what Elvis could be. Everybody wanted to box him into just being a country singer, and he saw that this guy could be rock and roll. He saw he could be much bigger. He had the vision for that. And then he had a weird codependent relationship with Elvis. I think even in isolating Elvis, he, in an unhealthy way, made him feel very safe.
So that he's sort of responsible for Elvis's sort of like Howard Hughes retreat?
I think so, yeah, because the Colonel didn't want anybody around him. That's why he never let Elvis tour Europe, because he was afraid if he went over, he'd get deported, which could probably happen today. Or, you know, somebody might scoop Elvis up, and he didn't want that to happen either. So he kept him here in America, and he kept him, you know, kind of under his thumb. There is a story that, I don't know if it's legend or myth, but the more I play this guy, the more I believe it's true. There was a time early on where Elvis wanted to fire him. And the colonel paid an ambulance driver and 2 paramedics to fake a heart attack and take him to the hospital so Elvis would feel bad for him. I mean, this guy was just, all he was about was getting the money.
Was Elvis important to you growing up? Because
Elvis,
some people, he's an enormous figure.
Of course. I love Elvis. My dad is an Elvis whack job. There's something wrong with him. He hates the Beatles because he thinks they took Elvis's crown, so he's against the Beatles.
Yes.
But he loved them. That was his idol, and he was at the beginning of rock and roll. He said he loved it because that was when rock and roll had no point other than to get a girl or fix your car. And so when Elvis died, I remember him coming into the room. He said, "Son, the king is dead," and he called into work sick for 3 days. No, that's a true story, yeah. And when I got Mike and Molly, my wife and I decided, we're going to take the parents on a bucket list trip. Anywhere you want to go, you got your chance. Anywhere you want to go. My mom wanted to go to Vegas and be treated, to the top of the nines. And my wife's parents wanted to go to Hawaii. My dad wanted to go to the Peabody Hotel and go see Graceland. So he was the cheapest date. Got him a bumper sticker and everything. It was good.
Well, man, it was lovely to meet you.
Pleasure, my friend.
Sun Records premieres tomorrow night on CMT. Billy Gardell, everybody.